Taurus, hello, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie, welcome in. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I am so happy to have you here. I hope you enjoy your message today, my love. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your continued love and support. You make what I do possible. I love you to the moon and back, Taurus. Thank you so much for allowing me to reconnect with you. So my love, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Please remember that this is a general reading, so the messages contained in today's reading may or may not resonate with your current situation. Okay, so if you find that none of this resonates, please do not force the details of your current experience into today's message. Just take what applies and throw the rest out the window. So if none of this applies, then do not take the message at all. Okay, for others of you though, you will find that this resonates very, very strongly, right? And in that case, I really hope that it provides you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after the general reading where we'll investigate a bit more into any people that you're connecting with, their emotions towards you, their intentions towards you, the advice to overcome certain obstacles within the situation, at the very least, just to get to an ending of the resolution of the situation that really helps you recover and heal and feel like you're in alignment with your greatest path, right? Your highest path, as well as what the long-term outcome is going to be as a result of the resolution of this situation between you and this person, you without this person, whatever most applies. Okay, so if you would like to join me in the extended, the Vimeo link is going to be in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my personal booking system should you decide you'd prefer to have a personal reading done instead of an extended reading. Okay, so Taurus, just like in our last readings together, I went ahead and pulled from the Oracle to get an idea more or less of the people and elements at play in your current situation, but you and I will be pulling from the tarot together. Okay, so Taurus, right now it looks like there could be one person in particular that you're looking at. It does feel though that there are a multitude of people. This energy feels very new to me, this being at the center of attention. It does feel like in terms of romance, it feels kind of, Taurus, like you've been leveling up in a way that now has garnered attention from people in a way that is somewhat unfamiliar, right? Or it's just more than you're used to, okay? But what's happening here is you are already, like, it feels like you're connecting with someone, kind of suspecting that they are sincere, but you're not entirely sure if they are being sincere or if they're a liar like the rest. The core message for you here, though, is that you're not sure what direction to take. There's, you're afraid of being misled. You're afraid that maybe your sense of self, right, your intuition, your moral compass may not be attuned, right? We've got here why with round and round. So this feels it feels repetitive in that the way that you consider romance, the way you look at people, right? The way that you ask yourself whether your position in romantic situations is really where you should be. And what I mean to say is, when it comes down to other people, you wonder if you're a good judge of character, which can be said for a lot of people, right? But you in particular, Taurus, maybe it's some kind of past baggage coming in. You have now a plethora of people with one person in particular that catches your eye, and you're not entirely sure if what you're seeing about them is truly them, right? If it's an authentic version of what you should be seeing about them, right? If it's your intuition, or if it's you projecting some past fear onto them. So with round and why, it's like you're spinning around in circles asking yourself, like, kind of like, why am I like this? Right? Why am I like this? Like, you feel, it's a very confusing feeling, Taurus, where it's like you know what you're seeing, but you can't tell if what you're seeing is the truth or a truth from your past that you're wanting to believe about people as a way to protect yourself, a defense mechanism, right? So I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but if this message is resonating with you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So we start off with main female, right, with poverty. So for some of you, this can absolutely be kind of like a financial poverty. You and this person, though, I feel are in separation. Maybe you've never been in union, but it's just you and this person are at a disconnect. Maybe you want to connect with this person, but you're approaching with caution. Maybe you have united with this person and now you are distanced from this person because things became serious and you weren't sure if they were being authentic. Again, it's a question of character. All right, so I went ahead and clarified poverty and got pathway and future and mature woman. All right, so this I feel like is your energy, Taurus, but this can absolutely be a feminine energy that you're connecting with. But ultimately with pathway and mature woman being what is clarifying poverty, this feels like a lack of direction, right? What path do I take? What direction do I take? I like this person, but is what I'm seeing about them real? Am I right to assume that they're a liar? Right? Am I right to assume that there's something that they're keeping from me? Again, with sudden wealth, right? We've got community and lovers, which goes back to what we were originally saying. It feels to me like there's a wealth of support, a wealth of recognition, a wealth of lovers. You know, community just talks about abundance, right? So an abundance of lovers. Perhaps you've got one lover here in the midst of friends that you are, you know, considering differently than you are a friendship, right? Someone here that really does set a different standard for where you see them being placed in your life. Now, the thing is this is where your thoughts come in. You, right? Thoughts with message of concern. It's like what I'm seeing here. You see how in this gentleman's thoughts, right, is this woman's face, but to me that looks very similar to the woman holding the message. So it's like, it's almost like you're wondering, and that was clarified by false person and courthouse. So it's like you're wondering if there is somebody who is going out of their way to think about how to hide a message from you, a message that they know that you wouldn't appreciate, a message that would make you very unhappy if you were to find out, right? A message to another person, a message to you know, a possible document that would really throw the monkey wrench in whatever it is that you guys have going on, whatever it is, right? But this is what you're thinking. You're thinking that somebody is already planning a way to manipulate a situation, planning to hide something from you. But then of course we've got main male that popped up with message and gift. Okay, message and gift. And at that point, okay, in the point of my shuffling, these cards had come out before this false person card had come out. So there was absolutely a possibility for false person to come out and clarify your main male, but it did not. Okay, so I do believe that whatever this gift was, it was something that you did not ask for, possibly an expression of an emotion, a sentiment, okay, a sentiment. So where this is possibly, you know, just friends and you are thinking about becoming lovers, okay, it's getting to that point again. It's kind of, you're getting to a point now where something is becoming more serious, or you're desiring for something to become more serious, and this is someone that you feel a very strong connection with. You could be connecting with a Gemini here, but this is absolutely, you are here with main male, you're here with mature woman, you've got your main male here, and an overarching energy that popped up, right, was mature man. So, you know, I'll say that for masculine and feminine energies, okay, the main male, main female can be masculine and feminine. You can still be a female and identify with this masculine energy, okay? So take it as it resonates. All right, flip the energies as is necessary for you, for the situation to resemble what you're going through. If it's just a scattering of the elements, right? We're just keeping it streamlined and sticking to one storyline and the details as it pertains. All right, but with message and gift, it looks to me like someone went out of their way recently to express themselves to you, express a sentiment, but you're under the impression that this person or these people, for some of you, but that this person is going out of their way to sabotage the connection before it even begins. And in some ways, they're trying to position you in a way that would leave you feeling very vulnerable, okay, which is making you close yourself off from connecting with them further. So let's go ahead and see what else is going on with you and this individual, right? What's going on here with you and this person, you in this situation? So let's see Taurus, what's going on here? Let's see what's going on. I feel like though what happened with this expression is that, you know, right? I have a feeling that you know it's sincere, but you're having a difficult time distinguishing whether that certainty is real or false. You know, like you're looking at this person, you're saying, well, you seem sincere and everything about you screams sincere. But what if I just have zero, what if I'm looking at you know, what if I'm looking at Satan straight in the face right now and I don't even realize it because I just, you know, I'm so naive still. But on the contrary, Taurus, it could be that you are still so hurt from a past situation that you haven't allowed the trauma of that situation go, and you're projecting it onto this new person, right? You're assuming the worst because it just feels safer to not have to deal. Which, if that's how you feel, whether they are authentic or not, the question here is, have you healed enough? Right? Have you healed enough? Are you, right? The sexual attraction, the sexual tension may be, out of pocket, but it doesn't matter, right? Because it's still going to involve emotions. So if you're not ready for something emotional, then keeping distance is fine. All right? But definitely don't damn someone before they've done something, before they've done something. That's not fair. It's not fair. If someone did that to you, right? If you were being sincere and someone thought the worst of you before you actually did anything bad, regardless of past and all of that, that wouldn't exactly be fair. So Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this was someone having come in with a message. You could be connecting with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. All right, someone that expressed themselves to you. I do feel like that's this masculine energy that you're connecting with. However, this could also be you wanting to respond back to them. Okay, yes. See, your current energy is the Knight of Cups, so you do want to respond back to them. It could also be that the person you're connecting with is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? And again, that this is just reiterating the message that they came to you with, right? An expression of emotion, very sincere. Your block here is the Five of Wands, so there could be competition, all right? For some of you Taurans out there, like we were just saying with community, right? You could have a wealth of lovers, right? You could have a lot of people now who are vying for your attention, but there's one person in particular who really strikes your fancy. You're not entirely sure if your judgment call on them is right or wrong, right? But there are other people in the environment that are also vying for your attention. This could be a matter of choosing between a water sign or an air sign for some of you. It could also just be internal conflict. There might be one person that you know for a fact you want to connect with. But you're not entirely sure if, again, what you're seeing about them is real or not. On your mind is death. For those of you connecting with a water sign, you could be connecting with a Scorpio, very strong. You are thinking about ending a situation, though. At the very least, changing it, right? That does feel like transformation to me. It does feel like upgrading. I know it sounds weird, but this almost takes on a Four of Wands feeling for me with death here. It feels to me like in order for you to get to that strong, stable foundation with somebody, you're going to have to put an end to some really toxic, harmful way of thinking. And I don't think that that's without its reasons. I think you're very perceptive, Taurus, especially with this Scorpio retrograde energy. Okay, you are definitely being affected very strongly by this. So I think you are very aware. You are very aware at what's happening mentally. Okay, you're not just letting the situation unfold as it might without considering the repercussions and without considering how it is you're participating in this behavior, in this thought pattern. You're going within and really wanting to resolve the situation. In your heart space, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be connecting with a Virgo, but you're definitely wanting to apply yourself. You're focusing long and hard on a situation that you do want to make work. Recent past. More air energy, so you definitely can be connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini here. King of Swords. This could also be you, Taurus. This can absolutely be you as well, just disconnecting. Okay, you've become very not cold, but calculating. You have decided that there are some risks worth taking and others that are absolutely not worth taking, and you don't want to fall into the camp of making a decision that you'll look back on and say to yourself, man, if I had just taken a moment to properly weigh out the pros and cons, I could have avoided being with somebody who was a waste of time, right? Coming in, what did we say about the Four of Wands? That death energy on your mind is feeling like the Four of Wands to me, and that's exactly what's coming in. That's exactly what's coming in, is the Four of Wands for you. So I do feel, right? What did we say? I definitely feel here, Taurus, that you and this person will be getting to a strong foundation. And I think it's really important for you to understand that communicating how you feel in the situation is paramount. Okay, it's paramount. For this person who loves you, right, or at the very least is having a budding love for you, it's important for you to share your vulnerability with them. And I feel like you have been sharing things with them, but not to the fullest extent. And it's hard, it's difficult, it's very scary. Okay, so in a real world context, it might start out with just saying, listen, if they say I love you or I really like you, it's, I like you too. Okay, I like you too, but understand that I'm not ready for anything serious. I don't think it's fair to you. I don't think it's fair to you that I bring in my past hurt on you. I think I still need to be alone for a little while longer, but I would be happy to go out with you, like, you know, like you asked me. And no, you know, just short, simple, sweet. Let them know that it's not rejection outright. It's just that you need time alone. You need space, and it's not personal. It's just what has to be done for you to be in a better place. But I do feel that you and this person are already friends. I truly feel like you guys are already friends. You may have known each other for a while, you know, and you can talk to that person this way. You can absolutely talk to them this way, and they would understand. But in that case where you decide that you're not going to speak to them in such a candid manner, I think that they're not going to go anywhere anyway, right? You see yourself as the 10 of Wands. So you see yourself as very pressured, carrying a really heavy weight. Really heavy weight, but you're about to release. I think you've had enough of this energy, this feeling of not having direction, not knowing who to choose. Perhaps even dating is just being a real pain in the arse right now. You're really not happy engaging with all of these strange energies. Taurus, you're a very stable sign, right? You like comfort and stability, and you know, you are the Hierophant, you know, so you like security, you like rules, you like knowing what's coming next. With dating, it's kind of a crapshoot and you're not sure what's going to happen, and you're fed up with that whole not knowing who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life energy, right? You want to have someone, you want to know, right? You want to be able to rely and depend on you know, whatever decision it is you make in romance, you want to know that it is the decision, and that through the ups and downs, it's with somebody who you can see yourself making the sacrifices for, right? Which is, you know, that's what everyone would like, but you, Taurus, are really in that mode of determination, wanting to find someone who you can trust, not just as a lover, but as a friend, right? And that's what you're kind of, that's your eyes are peeled, right? What did we just say about the Hierophant? Taurus, we're plugged in. We're plugged in, my love, okay? We're totally plugged in right now. You're standing in your power in the environment, but ultimately there's somebody here who you see, who you can have a commitment with. A marriage could be on the table for some of you. This person may have proposed to you already, all right? This person may have proposed to you already, and you're just not sure. For others of you, right, it's the fact that you and this person are, maybe you just moved in with this person, and you're suspecting that this person could potentially propose to you, and the weight of certain things that you haven't spoken of with this person makes you not anxious per se, but is making you highly cognizant of the fact that there's certain baggage that you're carrying in that may not be fair to them, and that you're going to have to sort out later if you don't sort it out now, and that could put a strain on things later. Your fear here with Temperance could be, we do have the 5 of Wands in your block, okay? So for some of you connecting with a Sagittarius, this person could be trying to interfere with your affairs, okay? This person could be trying to interfere. It could be one of these people in the environment, right? The community, the family, whatever it was. You know, it could be somebody who you do know, but someone who doesn't like that you are so happy, or that you are on the fast track to happiness, that you are so focused on yourself and so focused on really having something real with another person. You could also be afraid here that, you know, if you go into a situation, kind of like with you carrying the false mask, Taurus, like if you go into a situation without revealing your inner truths with this person, your concerns is what I feel like. That there might be concerns that you have and you're not sharing them with this person, that if you agree to a courtship with this person, or you agree to a commitment with this person, ultimately you could be creating a foundation sort of sprinkled with lies on top, you know, and that could ultimately put a strain on the friendship later on in the engagement, marriage, dating that you and this person have, the relationship overall, and that'll be your fault, right? That somehow something will occur to weaken the friendship. But I don't think so. See, yeah, most likely outcome, okay, is the Ace of Cups. So I don't think so. I really don't, Taurus. I really don't, you know. Ultimately, you guys are going to have an opportunity here to pour yourselves out into each other. You are going to have an opportunity to speak your truth to this person. 10 of Swords, Ace of Wands, absolutely. So you're going to get to a breaking point soon, Taurus, where you're not going to star. So you could be connecting with an Aquarius, 2 of Cups. So Taurus, whoever this is, very strong Gemini with the Lovers having come out in the Oracle. Strong Aquarius here as well. Taurus, you could be connecting with another Taurus, a Scorpio. Okay, but look, I mean, this person, it's a divine connection. It's a divine connection, okay? It's beautiful. It's fated. Keep the faith, okay, my love? Again, for some of you, this is about being in separation, and it's a matter of hashing out your own baggage, Taurus. Okay, it's a matter of you hashing out your own baggage. So whether this person is directly connected to you or not, something may have happened, right? Something may have happened or is going to happen, Taurus. Because remember, this may not be your situation right now, but I've noticed that my readings can be somewhat predictive. And so in the future, right, coming in, this is the mid-November reading, but this can be in December if this is when you find me, you know, when you find this message. So take this as it resonates. This may be what's coming in for you. So if you've just connected with this past, recent past energy of the King of Swords, right? If you've just now engaged in this separation, disconnect, distancing yourself from someone who you feel like you've got a soul tie with, all of this that we're talking about right now hasn't happened, but could be happening very soon. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But this is someone who it feels almost like, it just feels divine, okay? It feels like a soulmate connection. There could be a lot of sexual tension here as well, but ultimately what's going to happen is with the Ten of Swords, you're going to be releasing. That whole journey of the swords is tough. It's indecision, it's heartbreak, it's manipulation, it's people hiding things from you, right? It's self-sabotage, it's anxiety, right? Up until the Ten of Swords, where enough is enough and you're tired of thinking, you know, you're tired of racking your brain. What's going to happen with the Ace of Wands is that you're going to stop thinking and you're going to start doing. So if there's something that you want to say to somebody, you're just going to say it. If you want to pursue happiness with this person, pursue a future with this person, you're just going to pursue it. You're just going to pursue it. You're going to stop thinking so much and say, listen, if you and I are going to get married someday, or if you and I are going to be, you know, coupled and in a serious commitment, you know, then you have to be the one person in this entire world who I can share my deepest, darkest secrets with, knowing that there's no judgment and knowing that you will be by my side to help me fight off my demons. Like, that's what this commitment is about. And if that's what we're trying to do, then it starts now. I'm going to unload. I'm going to let you know what my past baggage is. And if this is enough to scare you off, then we're not going to make it. Then we're not going to make it. Because I can't go through my life with a partner that claims to love me and know me, and yet I have to mince my words when I speak to them for fear of hurting their feelings. This person, if they're a part of me, right? If they're a soul tie, if they're my kindred spirit, you know, if they're a kindred spirit, I have to feel comfortable. If they want to be family, right? We have to be able to have difficult conversations, and at the end of the day, still say, "I love you so much." That is par for the course. That's par for the course, right? There's no exception there, Taurus, and I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that, and I think you see the potential here, but it's afraid. It's afraid taking that risk, right? It really is. So coming in with this Four of Wands, right? This Four of Wands, what is this Four of Wands coming in? I feel like this is the person that you're connecting with is going to come in with some type of offer. Okay, Five of Wands, again. So conflict, right? So definitely some conflicting energies here. Knight of Swords, what did we... We're plugged in, Taurus. We're totally plugged in, my love. Look, right? That's your overarching energy, and that's what we have clarifying the Four of Wands. This is the message coming in for you, right? Someone's going to ask you out on a date. Someone's going to ask you to be their boyfriend, girlfriend. Ask if you know, ask you to be engaged. You guys could be getting married shortly, moving in together. They could ask you, right? But someone's going to come in and ask you something that would assume a certain level of development between you and somebody in a romantic sense. One more card. And you're going to be conflicted. You're going to be conflicted. Seven of Cups, right? So, but with the Seven of Cups showing up, that tells me, Taurus, that whatever illusions you have about this person are most likely not true. Should you validate those feelings? Absolutely, Taurus. Just because you might be feeling misled doesn't mean that those feelings are not real. It's important to have a point of reference when you have a conflict, an inner conflict. It's important for you to know where you're starting, right? What your baseline is. So if you're feeling here like the way you're perceiving a situation isn't entirely correct, okay, I think the only way that you can really dig yourself out of this confusion is by seeking clarity out. And in order to do that, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to talk to this person. And when they do come to you with this offer, they may be scared as well, because they might have options just like you have options, but they've chosen you, but maybe you haven't been explicit in your likeness towards them. Okay, so, but you have to, if this person, or when this person comes to you with a message, right, assuming a level of escalation between you guys in this romantic relationship, you know, it's, you should probably now, Taurus, think about what you would say. Think about what you would say. Okay, and if you have a reason for saying no, and you have a reason that you want them to know, like, listen, it's not because I don't care about you, I just need time. then you have to say that. You have to say that. You have to say that, okay, Taurus? So, because this person's taking a huge risk coming to you. They're taking a huge risk coming to you with this, with their feelings. You know, they're really, and I feel like that's not typical of them. They're really going out of their way to make sure that you know how they feel, and that's a big risk for them. What's this Ace of Cups in the outcome? Temperance. It's the friendship, right? It's the friendship. It's the trust. It's the patience. Ooh, King of Cups could be connecting with a water sign. Ooh, the Devil could be connecting with a Capricorn. Let's see, one more card, please. Two more cards. Okay, Three of Pentacles, beautiful. The Magician. The Emperor. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. My God. All right, y'all. So this King of Cups and the Emperor feel the same to me, along with the Devil. That feels pretty similar. King of Wands, Magician, could be connecting with an Aries, Sagittarius as well. For some of you, where this is kind of like a conflict of someone else trying to come in, you know, you have somebody who you know you want to spend your future with, someone who you would be willing to take the risk with once you get over this like internal block. But there's someone from your past that's trying to, not even someone from your past, just someone who you may have had a past relationship with, but a current acquaintance, right? Someone who's still involved in your life from the day to day, a friend, if you can call them that, a friend or an acquaintance, someone's got that you have a loose attachment with, but you may have had something more personal with, who they would take this situation personally, and they're trying to interfere. You get me? They're trying to interfere. Okay? This person is also coming through as a king, this fire sign, Aries, Sag, but someone who might be a little bit angry still about how things happened in the past. And so out of a desperation, this could be even, I'm getting an angry friend. Some of you might have an angry friend, right? This could have been someone whose attention they were also fighting for, but you didn't know, or maybe you knew, but you didn't think it was that serious, something like that, right? Someone's just not really too happy about the way things are unfolding. They see how serious things are getting and they're not happy. This person is going to go out of their way to try to sabotage something because there's devil energy here. So it could be a Capricorn you're connecting with. Absolutely. But there's someone here who is trying to interfere. There's someone here that's trying to interfere. Aries, Aquarius. My God, I'm thinking Aries, Aquarius. Taurus, listen. If you are connecting, if you yourself identify with this energy, right? The Emperor, the King of Cups, right? You have a lot of watery energy, right? You have watery energy in your chart. You just have a lot of passion for this person that you're connecting with, a lot of love, I should say, a lot of love. But the thing is that you know you want to take control of the situation, but the only way you know how to take control is by saying no, and by disconnecting, and by believing certain lies that your past has supported. Right? There could be with the devil energy, you know, this is about not believing that, it's about deception, it's about lies, right? It's about telling yourself lies. It's about looking at things through a lens that is not true, out of fear that there's an ending that's going to hurt, out of fear that you should avoid something because by adding it to your life, right, something is going to go wrong, or that it's better off to not connect, right, and get hurt than to connect. So it's just this devil energy, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much, Taurus. Like, this is not the kind of energy you're trying to connect with. Now, I will say on a different scale, some of you are connecting with a Capricorn who loves you very much. And they are your emperor. They are your emperor. And they do want to manifest things with you. Okay, you guys are friends. But they definitely want to take it to another level. And so for you, right, that's where this reading ends. But for others of you where this connection gets a little bit more complicated and the devil energy is your self-sabotage energy. All right? This feeling like something is going to be toxic before you even enter the situation. You have to realize that what you and this person do have is something very blissful, very happy, and with a lot of potential. And I think it would behoove you to take it easy, be easy on yourself, okay? Be gentle on yourself. If you need more time to decide for yourself whether this is something you can see yourself in later, it's time to communicate that to this person, because this person with the Ace of Cups, they're going to offer you something. They are going to offer you, they want to express to you that what they see with you is quite permanent. What they want with you is quite permanent, right? And they're ready to manifest this if you are. But if you're not ready, don't just say, no, I don't want to be with you. You know, like, this person is putting their heart on their sleeve for you. So not to say that should matter more than what you feel. But what I'm saying is that for those Taurans that are connecting with this message, you do love this person very much as well, right? You do see a potential with them. You do see commitment with them. But there's a hang up. There's baggage that you're projecting onto this person, onto the situation. And so with that resonating, I can tell you that this person loves you. Okay? And when this person does come to you with a question or a request to move into the future in a more serious way, if that is something that you would like but just not right now, let them know that is a condition, that you still need some time being just friends, or that you need some time still to be on your own, and that's okay. But if you say no just outright, knowing that there's a little bit more to that answer, right? What you don't want is to sabotage your efforts with this person, and now this person pulls away out of their own self-preservation, and now you're alone because you didn't communicate yourself well enough. That's what it boils down to. You want to make sure that your communication is clear, so that way you're not inadvertently shooting yourself in the foot. It's about you being fair to yourself and expressing what you feel, even if it's scary. You don't want to regret decisions that you make later on just because you weren't clear the first time, and because you were afraid that you know, this person wouldn't understand. Now is a good time to start checking it, right? If you say that to the person and they get upset, well, even better, discard. Next. And I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's the best way to know who you're dealing with. Okay, Taurus. So, my love, we're going to take this to the extended. We're going to go ahead and delve a little bit more into this person, their feelings for you, their intentions towards you, the advice moving through the situation, right? Communicate, don't communicate, how to communicate, best way to move yourself through the situation, to see a resolution that's going to really align with what it is you desire moving forward, and what the long-term outcome is going to be with this person after the resolution of this situation. Okay, for you, we'll go ahead and break up the potential outcome, the long-term potential outcome, as, you know, what would happen if you do accept an offer, or you do kind of go with what they want, right? What they ask, because it looks to me like whatever it is that they want is what you want. But if you do it before you resolve your baggage, you know, we'll do that. And then what would happen if you hold on, I'm losing my train of thought. Right. What would happen if you accepted, and then what would happen if you denied? What would happen if you denied, but you spoke your piece? Okay, we'll see what would happen there. So, Taurus, thank you so much. Sorry for the brain fart. We'll go ahead and take this to the extended. If you want to join me there, I'll leave the link to Vimeo, to Vimeo in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my personal booking system in case you would prefer to have a personal reading instead of an extended. Okay, so with all of my love, Taurus, I am sending you off. I will see you in our next set of readings. Take care of yourself, and until then, mwah, I love you.